Child Shay and Dymond, old fool, young fool, both of y'all still ended up a fool, as well as Papa, Aaron, and Josh, y'all. Let's get into the Never Ever Mets. This is season 1, episode 10. This is the season finale, y'all, of the Never Ever Mets. Moving out and moving on. I think that was the title. Anyway, before we get into it, please do not hesitate to hit that thumbs up button for me, y'all. Make sure you share the video where you like to share your content, and you can tag me when you share it. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode. Let me know what y'all thought of the season. And thank y'all to the new subscribers. We got some new subscribers coming in. They're doing shout outs. So continue to subscribe. Continue to do the shout outs and all that good things. Okay. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought of this show. I did see that it got renewed for another season. Which is crazy to me because we didn't need another season. But you know what? I will watch the next season. I ain't gonna lie, I will watch it. But I wonder, is it not going to be as authentic? Because people start figuring out how they can get on there and scam and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see though. Anyway, y'all let me know if y'all will watch season 2. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the season. Let's get into the episode though. So basically, the episode picks up where they left off with Papa Aaron proposing to Nana Dymond. And she's looking at crying. Oh my God, what am I going to say? And she said yes. We already knew she's going to say yes. We didn't need the cliffhanger. I was like, girl, why would you say yes? Why would you say yes? But anyway, she said yes. Dymond and her baby hair say yes. So she's just so happy. She can't believe she found love in a hopeless place and all that. So they go back down to the house. Aaron said he came there to get his woman. That's what he did. They get back down to the house and they're trying to show everybody the ring. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, congratulations. Oh, my God, yeah, there you go. Good for you. They went in the kitchen and Shay was in there and Dymond thought everybody was going to be there, so it was awkward. And she's up there like, oh, this ain't mine. I forgot. I didn't have rings on this finger anymore. She's like, look at this. So Shay's like, oh yeah, girl, good for you. Dymond, got your diamond. So Shay in the commercial was like, oh, she can care less. She's like, oh, give me a trash can. I want to throw up. I was like, Shay, I know you ain't talking with your matching tattoo that you about to get removed. I know you ain't talking, but okay, girl. So anyway, they going around the house showing everybody. They showing Josh, and Josh in there trying to take a nap. He couldn't be bothered. Josh was like, oh, the old man got down on the knee, huh? And so Josh was like, I'm gonna let y'all too. Don't y'all take my nap. Greg and Millie cuddled up on the sofa. So everybody's congratulating them. Lil Aaron said if they need a wedding singer to call him because he's available. Okay, so he sang. I would like to hear him sing. Ain't gonna do nothing for Jody, but I want to hear it. Anyway, so they all happy, they celebrating. So they sit down in their red outfits and decide to call their people, right? So Dymond said, I'm gonna call Irene. I was like, this is the worst idea ever. So she calls Irene. Irene's like, hey girl. She's like, look at me, girl. I'm engaged, girl. And so Irene was like, congratulations. But she was not supportive. She's like, why are you being like that? She's like, girl, what else you want me to say? Papa Aaron thought she would be more, celebrating Dymond more, I should say. So Dymond didn't like that Irene was being like that. She was like, I support her with everything she got going on. Like, why is she not supporting me? Because Irene knows this is a mess. And she could see right through Aaron's crap. And I don't know why you couldn't see it, Dymond, because we could all see it. So then Dymond and Aaron, Papa Aaron calls Papa Aaron's daughter, out of his 6 kids. I think the name of the daughter was Ayana. So they called Ayana and she's like, oh my gosh, congratulations. Dymond's like, hey. Now I wonder, did she know much about Dymond? But let me tell you, Ayana, you were the MVP of the episode because you was telling all Papa business right there in that FaceTime. Ayana says, so I guess you're going to talk to Monica, huh? So he was like, oh no, Monica good. Monica no. And she was like, what about Monica, Keisha, Sharonda, LaRonda? I was like, who? And then the stupid show kept tweeting it out, beeping it out, making a little bird chirping noise. I was like, what's with all the bird chirping noise? Dymond was like, who was that? Who was that? Who was this? Who was that? I was like, yeah, girl, who is it? And so Aaron go get in the confessional. This part pissed me off. Aaron gets in the confessional and he said, he had a team. His daughter know he a coach and he got a team and he got some players in the game. He got some players in the bench. And, that's just how it is. He just got all these female friends and they just going to have to understand. And so Dymond said, she didn't want any drama. She didn't want to be blindsided. And so Aaron like let her know, like, oh, like, don't worry, like, I will put all those people to the side. She was like, you gotta unfriend all of them. And he's like, no problem. Like, I'm gonna proclaim it to the world that me and you are getting married now and all this. I'm like, boy, bye. So he said in his confessional that he don't have any problem, like, letting those girls know that he's taken, and a lot of the women in his life, they want to befriend his kids and get to know his mom and all that. Yeah, because they got ulterior motives. And he said he got all these ladies. Papa Aaron said he got all the ladies. Okay. What ladies? Like, I think he does live in California. I would be curious to know what part. But who here in my state is liking them some Papa Aaron that much? Like that. Like that. Y'all like them nails? Anyway, moving on. He told me he got a roster, but if Dymond cutting up, he gonna buy the team back, throw her back. I was like, ugh. He just sounded so grimy saying all that. Like, I just, ugh. Girl, Dymond, you could do better. You could do better. You deserve better. And I just hate that she didn't see it in the scene. And in the confessional, she said is dating. I mean, it's different. Dating people in real life versus online. And she said in real life, you can ask more questions and everything like that. And she feels like, she's asking her questions and she does believe what he says. Wrong road. Anyway, she later on they went in the room and they called her daughter, and the daughter was happy for her. All right. Moving on. So then looks like everyone's preparing for like the last meal, the last supper in the house. And so Jody and everybody's in the kitchen cooking. So Jody said only two people who need to do dishes. There's only two people who need to do the dishes tonight. That's Papa Aaron and Nana Dymond, because they're like, they haven't touched the dish yet. They have not done dishes. They just eat and go to bed. They just eat and walk away. They don't come and pull their weight in that kitchen. And I said, y'all not supposed to have the elders cleaning the kitchen. The young people in my family, they make the young folk clean up after the food, after the gathering. So y'all can't be having Papa and then not clean the kitchen. They supposed to eat and go to bed because they are the elders, like they said, right? Anyway, then we get to the dinner, and Greg, does a celebration toast to the happy new couple, engaged couple, Dymond and Aaron. So anyway, then everyone's saying how the experience in the house has been, how it's been great, and they learned so much from each other. This is the last supper. They don't want to leave each other. At some point, I don't know if it was at the table or where it was, but Aaron said he made the mistake of coming in the house trying to help people, give them advice. He gonna mind his business. He came in the house to find his lady. That's all he came to do. He made a mistake of thinking they were gonna be on his level, but they were not. I think he said it at the table anyway. So at some point, Taronda comes in. She congratulates Dymond and Aaron on their engagement. She says she got a $5,000 value furniture card, and we're gonna vote at the table what couple we think deserves to get the furniture card, gift card, so they can start their new life together. So I said none of them. First of all, own you wasting budgets, because ain't nobody moving in together that's gonna need furniture. Okay, they gonna set up a whole new house. Nobody here is doing that. Excuse me, but okay, well, let's play along. So they all voted. I think Aaron, Papa, and Nana only got like 2 votes. They thought they was gonna win the thing. Millie and Greg got a few votes. Ultimately, Josh and Shay won. Then they were like, "Oh, thank y'all. We good." And so Josh said, "What do you expect? We the best couple in the house. Of course, we gonna win. That's it." Josh, you tried it anyway. So Taronda left, she let them know you guys got a big decision to make, figure out what you're gonna do and all that. So then they're going around saying how much they learn from each other, how much they like each other, they're good friends and all that good stuff. Jody says she feels like Millie and Shay are loud just like her. She says she absolutely adores Sandia. I bet you do. Chris stated today shaded the dog mess out of Papa ear. So he said, "Oh, so I see you got her a nice ring. You did good. I thought you gonna get her like $100 ring or something." And I was like, "Oh, you tried it, Chris." He's like, "Don't be proposing to nobody else." And I was like, the shade of it all. So Papa Aaron was salty that they didn't win the gift card because he's like, we farther along than them. We actually engaged. We won't be moving in together before them. So he didn't feel like Shay and Josh deserved the card. He felt like they did. He was salty. Shay was like, "Come on, y'all being petty because they didn't vote for them." No, they don't see it for y'all. Okay, they really don't. Anyway, um, so they're going around the table saying how much, you my girl, you my boy, I learned from you. But they're like skipping over Papa and Nana because you don't feel them like that. So Papa and Nana could feel that they were being skipped over. So they were like, "Oh, we don't understand, why they're coming at us like this." And um Aaron said, "You know what? He didn't come to the house for this. He came to find his woman and leave with his queens. That's what he's coming to do." So anyway, like, "Okay, sir." So then Papa Aaron spoke his turn and said, he came to the house thinking that, you guys are going to be on my level. But, I learned that I can't expect y'all to be on my level. Y'all are not on my level because y'all are younger than me. And I've experienced way more life than y'all. I was like, "What, sir? This is why they don't like you." So anyway, sorry, y'all, I keep sniffing. I'm trying not to sneeze. So anyway, so he said he came to get his woman. That's what he came to do. That's what he got. Now Nana Dymond, she turned to the Bible. She didn't pull her Bible out because she had her verse ready because she is sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit. She pulled out I believe it was Mark chapter 11, the 24th verse. And she quoted that verse. Okay. She didn't pull out the Bible like I had to do. And she said, "Therefore I tell you," she didn't read it like, how they say in the Bible, but she basically said, Mark 24, 11 and 24 basically says, whatever you ask for in, hold on, where is it? Whatever you ask for in prayer and you believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Okay. That's what she quoted. Okay. So that's all she pulling out scripture tonight. And she said, she feels like she found her Boaz. Okay. And if y'all don't know who Boaz is, go read the Bible. I'm not going to go into it. However, girl, that is not your Boaz. That is not. I was like, "Girl, that's what you think you got." Okay. So, Shay was being shady to them in the confessional, talking about, they being real dramatic and all that. And they were being very much dramatic, right? So, the next day, everyone's like, "No, no, no." That night, it gets more interesting. Let me stop there. So, Lil Aaron had his blazer on, right? So, he said he had a presentation to do. And he had something for Jody. And he started talking about a Scorpio, somebody's birthday in the house, and talking about the stars and her sign. I didn't get all that. However, he got her some kind of diamond necklace. And she was like, "Oh my gosh," like, "Oh my," like, what? In the confessional, she's like, "What? Like, this too much." So he got her that necklace, and he's like, "I got one more thing for you." So then he got her up and he was like, "This time we've been practicing with a human." So they showed a scene we never seen before where Lil Aaron and Sandia was giving Lil Aaron the little cha-cha lessons, okay, so he can do it correctly. So he's doing it with her, in front of everybody at the table. And he said, he was feeling the moves, but he was still in his head because he wanted it to be perfect. He did good. I mean, it wasn't smooth like his dad. Like his dad was smooth with his cha-cha, but Lil Aaron tried. He did better than that first day. I'll have to give him that. And Jody was like, "Oh, she did not like it. She was not happy in the confessional." She was like, "No, me and Aaron are not on the same page. Me and him need to have a talk because we are not on the same page." I was like, "Dang, girl, he did all this for you and you still angry?" Like, oh, child. And so Josh was like, "Yeah, Jody and Aaron, they ain't gonna last." And then we don't see it for them. I was like, "Josh, you not gonna last when we get to the end of the episode." And Millie was like, "Oh, like Lil Aaron's just being so naive. Like he's just being so naive." And it was just like you could tell everybody was like, "Yeah, okay, they're supporting him," but inside they was like, "It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work." Anyway, the next day I think everyone's like packing up to leave, and Chris congratulated Papa Aaron. He's like, okay, you got your diamond. Like, you did good. Like, I like how they still support each other, even though they don't really like each other. So anyway, um, everyone's leaving. Millie says she taking all the tampons and the pads, everything from the house. I would do that too. If they got extra supplies, I would borrow a few things. She taking everything home. Um, the guys are talking and making jokes, and they're like, Josh, you next to get married. He's like, he's like, Greg, you next. And they showed another scene we had not seen from when they played the Never Ever game or whatever newlywed game. And Millie said it takes 6 months to get married to settle down. Like, a man don't take long to make a decision. So Greg, you only got like 6 months. Greg's like, oh no. So we see everyone's packing up to go. Dymond's happy to get out the house with these people. She's happy that her and Aaron are the first ones to be leaving. Aaron said they're leaving together. Now everyone kept saying they leaving together, but really you not, because you still have to go back to your house. Like, you're not about to go. You're not about to go to that person's house. They not about to go to your house. I mean, let's y'all arrange that for them to stay a few days and then they leave. At the end of the day, they still going back to their house. Y'all not gonna move straight in together. Like, what y'all talking about? Because some of y'all live in totally separate states, totally different parts of the country. So I was like, what is y'all talking about? Anyway, Dymond was happy to get out the house. She was tired of them people. She got, what she came for and all that good stuff. So Dymond and Aaron were like the first ones to leave the house, right? They all made a joke like, close the door, lock it so they don't come back in. They were over them, right? So everyone, they're just basically packing up to leave. Chris and Sandia left at some point. Jody pulls Aaron aside. She's like, she don't want to hurt him, but she needs to have a talk with him. She's like, Aaron, we need to have a talk. So she takes him outside. She basically finally tells him that, I don't really see this romantic with us. I don't see it going anywhere. Like, you cool, but I need to work on myself and I need to figure things out for me. And Aaron said, we still gonna be cool. And they showed a flashback scene of them talking online and all that. And they said it's not gonna be goodbye, whatever. They probably just to be friends, okay. But I'm glad she finally had to talk with him and let him down easy. I'm so glad she dragged it along, but she wanted to make it to the end. That's what it was giving. Anyway, Millie and Greg, they said they live in the house together. Everyone's talking like, what you gonna do when you get home? Josh said he gonna take a 3-day nap. Greg said he gonna call Millie up and make that drive to see her. I wonder what parts of LA do they both live in, because LA traffic can be difficult. Not difficult enough where y'all can't meet in no 3 years, but LA traffic can be a lot. It depends on where everybody lives. And what city they live in too, and parts of LA they live in. But yeah, y'all can make it work. Y'all both down there. Y'all close enough. No excuse. So Millie and Greg left the house. Chris and Sandia left the house. Chris said he's ready to go start this beautiful love story because he's a relationship guy. Chris, I don't know. Chris, Chris is giving borderline love bombing to me. Is it just me? Like, he's putting up a good front right now. Anyway, so they left the house together. And Sandia says she's ready to get back to her regular routine. All right. Josh and Shay were like the last ones in the house. They feel like Josh said, we was the best couple in the house. They sitting there. They're like, you want to go to the boom boom room one more time? So they go upstairs. Talking about they're going to have sex in everybody's room. It said 6 minutes later when they came back down the stairs. I said they did a little quickie. Anyway, they left the house. So then the screen says 4 months later. And this one it got real good, y'all. And if y'all let me know if I forgot something in the comments, because I feel like I missed something, but whatever. Anyway, this one it got real good. So we didn't get a reunion, but we did get some little like catch up scenes where Taronda basically caught up with all the couples. So she said, we had originally 6 couples coming to the house, 2 didn't make it through. And so we're gonna catch up with all the couples. So Taronda got on the FaceTime with everybody, right? So she started out with excuse me, Jody. She checked in with Jody. So, mind you, this is 4 months later after filming, right? So we don't know technically how they're doing to this day because this show was filmed like 2 years ago. So we would probably have to look on social media to know how they really doing like right now in 2024. But let's go with where we at now. So 4 months later, Taronda calls up Jody. Jody is not dating anyone. She's still, working on herself. She says she don't know if her life partner will even be a man. I'm not surprised. Because she said she adores India and she really was into that kiss. And I'm starting, everybody was insinuating things about little Aaron. I'm thinking maybe Aaron, he was her beard. I'm thinking it was that way, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But I definitely figured she didn't want him. She wanted something else. But she working on herself. Little Aaron, he said he learned from this experience to go with. He said when he did things the way he would do it, it was better than doing it other ways. And so Taronda's like, yeah, you gotta trust your gut. We checked in with Dominique. Dominique said, he keeps up with Sienna, and he did slide in Millie's DMs. Sorry, apologize to Greg. All right, he tried to at least. Then we get to Brandon and Sienna. So Sienna said, she still keeps in contact with Brandon, and they talking about taking a trip later this year. I don't buy it. Don't buy it because y'all couldn't even take a trip to see each other, but whatever. Anyway, she asked Brandon. Now Brandon kind of downplayed it for me. Brandon was like, "Oh yeah, she talking about when she might want to take a trip, whatever." Taronda was like, "Okay, like, are you dating anyone?" And so Brandon said, "Yeah, he is. He met somebody a week or so ago at a concert, and he just leaned over and kissed her." I said, "Who allowed you to do that, sir?" Anyway, now we check in with Alexis. So Taronda said, there's a lot of rumors in the house surrounding you, particularly the one with Josh. Do you want to clear the air with that? She's like, yes, I want to clear the air. First of all, it happened. Like, don't play with me, Josh. Anyway, you're not my type. You were short. She called him short and all kind of names. I believe Alexis. I'm sorry. I believe her. I believe her. I believe Josh tried it. He did. Okay. Now, let's get to Josh and Shay now. Yeah, Josh and Shay. So we first get to Shay. So Taronda's like, how's everything going? Like, what's up with you and Josh? So Shay can she's like, ooh girl. Now Shay didn't have her bang. I said, okay, finally Shay don't got that wig on. Finally. It was nice to see her face. She has a pretty face. So anyway, Shay was like, Taronda's like, wait, hold up, because Taronda just knew Josh and Shay was gonna work out. They say they're the best couple in the house. They got it going on. Like, what happened? So, excuse me. Shay said, she had only talked to Josh like twice, after everything happened. So Taronda's like, girl, what? And so she's like, yeah, he just started moving funny. And she's like, I'm not about to chase no man, but you chased him for 12 years. Well, okay. So Taronda's like, girl, can we get Josh on the line, see what's happening? So we get Josh on the line. Josh started talking about when Warren passed away, which we did know from the previous episode. He did pass away. I sound like he said he passed away on Christmas. So again, we give our condolences to Warren's family and Josh and everybody. And Josh said he lost another friend that week, and his uncle died later and around the same time. And he's just going through a lot. Life is life. And now, was it just me? Or did Josh's background give a hotel room? It was very much looking like a hotel room. But anyway, so Shay was like, okay, if you had stuff going on, like, you could have expressed that, communicated that. And then Josh was like, well, you didn't ask. And Shay was like, I expressed my sincerest condolences. And so Josh was like, there's a difference between giving condolences and being there and supporting. And okay, I'm sorry, Josh. You lost all these people. You had all this going on, but that don't got nothing to do with you and Shay not working out. Like, I get life be life, and some people can't deal with stuff, but that don't mean now you just throw Shay away. And Josh did exactly what I knew Josh was going to do. So I'm not even surprised. Not even surprised. And so Taronda was like, what about these matching tattoos? So Shay said she got an appointment to get hers removed. Josh was like, I still got mine. Josh played all day. I already knew that was going to happen. So Taronda asked Josh, like, oh, are you dating anyone new now? Like, what's going on? He said he's not seeing anyone, but he's dating around. And so Shay was like, yeah, he's a whore. He's always been a whore. But then why was you with them for 12 years, Shay? Like, I don't even feel sorry for you. Girl, you played yourself. I'm like, you knew that's how he was. Why are you here? So Josh and Shay didn't work out. Okay. Now let's talk about Millie and Greg. So Millie and Greg wasn't making no sense to me because Millie was like, oh yeah, we just took a little break and we had a conversation, didn't go well and all this stuff. So then we got Greg on the line. Greg said, they spent a lot of time together. They spent Thanksgiving together. But they had a conversation that got heated. Millie says she does need to work on some things, and Greg said, he's still there for her and all that. But I guess it seems like Millie's still more the hothead, is what I'm getting from that. And they showed a lot of pictures of them together and on dates and stuff. So I guess it was real. Judging from the pictures only, right? And so Greg's like, oh, you got that color on I like and all this stuff. So I was like, y'all together or not? So Greg talking about Millie texted him earlier that day, said she gonna take him out to dinner. He about to go see her after the meeting, and she done been to his house. So I don't know. They seem like they probably gonna be like off and on, but all right, we wish them the best. Then we get to Dymond and Papa Aaron. So Taronda's asking Dymond, like, how's the engagement going? She was like, girl, this has been hell. And she's like, oh, I noticed you got a new hairstyle. I said, Taronda, you tried it, because what was going on with Dymond's hair? And I almost started to put the picture up here. But, first of all, it was all them baby hairs. And then what was it like a piece of blonde going this way? Like, I didn't know what was happening with Dymond's hair, but girl, no. Anyway, let's focus on the relationship though. Let me get off that lady hair. So Dymond said it's been pure hell. Aaron said, they taking a break, and Dymond said he'd been talking to all these different women. Aaron said, all his exes are his friends, and he, just been communicating with them, but there's nothing going on. And so, side note, Taronda did ask Shay, do you think what happened when you and Josh had anything to do with the Alexis situation? And she was like, she don't know, it could be, but she did believe him at that time. I wonder if she still does believe him though. She shouldn't believe him. I didn't believe him. Anyway, back to Papa and Dymond. So Taronda asked Dymond, like, do you think, he's cheating on you with these women? And she was like, I really don't know. But like, if he want to go be with them, he could do that. Like, he didn't have to come in my life and waste my time. And so Taronda asked Papa Aaron, like, hey, do you think that it would be worth you cutting off those exes to save your relationship with Dymond? He said no. That's all you need. Dymond, girl, we could have told you that. When he was playing on that, when his daughter exposed him on that FaceTime, that's when you should have gave that ring, that Cracker Jack ring, right on back to him. That's what you should have did. Girl. But you got all this wisdom, Nana. You got all this wisdom. See, she need to go back to her Bible. Okay? She need to go back to her Bible. She ain't got it together. Anyway, so Dymond was like, I wish he wouldn't even wasting my time. And she started crying and stuff. And, I'm sorry you're hurt, Dymond, but girl, like, you in the same boat as Shay. Y'all both talking trash about each other, but you in the same boat as Shay. Like, girl, we could have told you this. We saw it coming. And I'm not trying to rub it in nobody's nose or throw dirt in their face or be like, I told you so, but we saw it coming, right? And y'all just thought y'all was big and bad in the house. Okay. So Papa and Nana not getting married, y'all. And everyone, Dymond and Shay, y'all could do better. Okay, we get to our final couple behind me, Chris and Sandia. Okay. Now I don't know how this worked. Anyway. I'm glad Sandia had her scrubs on, so she is still nursing and going forward with that. Good for you, girl. Don't stop nursing for him. You're gonna make good money nursing, okay? Especially you traveling nurse, put your money aside. If he want to take care of you, let him, but you keep nursing and put your money aside. So Sandia was on the phone texting, and then she called Chris over, and Taronda was even shocked, like, what? And so Chris said, he's learning, he's growing. He's learning, like, if Sandia has an issue, to really talk more and discuss it, hear it out. And Sandia said, yeah, he's trying. If I have something going on, I talk to him about it and he receives it. And they've met each other's family. His mom likes her, and he's met her parents and her family, and he said they're great people. And I don't know if they're living together or just in each other's apartment right now or whatever they got going on, but they seem to be doing well, y'all. Taronda asked Chris, do you still feel like women don't make good decisions? He said yes. And she's like, what? And so Cindy was like, ask him, have I made a bad decision since he's known me? And so he couldn't say nothing. So he said, Chris looks, I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at this picture of him. I'm looking at the picture of him, and it's on this side. I'm looking at a picture of him. He looked brighter. He looked happy. I just don't know, like, is this all facade? Like, Sandia, just tread lightly, girl. Don't rush anything. You talking about it's gonna be a beautiful love story and all that good stuff. I don't know. Because he's doing all the things right and saying all the things right now. Is he gonna flip the script later? Is he love bombing her? I would just be very careful. That's all I would say. But hopefully, maybe they'll work out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Did everything end up the way y'all thought it was going to end up? Did certain people break up that you thought were going to last? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Taronda said when she got off the line with everybody that certain couples she didn't see it for, certain ones she thought would work out, and some caught her for surprise. And that is a wrap. So y'all let me know what y'all thought of this season. Again, let me know what y'all thought of the couples who made it and who did not make it. And yeah, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. I got to get back with y'all about College Hill Celebrity Edition. So do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Bye.